What if you could cut your living expenses by 10%, 15%, or even more just by moving to a different state? Today, we're counting down the 10 states with the lowest cost of living in America for 2026. These rankings are based on the latest cost of living index data, which measures housing, groceries, utilities, transportation, healthcare, and other everyday expenses against the national average. A score of 100 represents the U.S. average. Every state on today's list comes in well below that mark, meaning your dollar stretches significantly further. Let's get started. Number 10. Indiana. Cost of Living Index, 90.7. Indiana kicks off our list at roughly 9% below the national average. One of the state's biggest advantages is its affordable housing market. Home prices in cities like Indianapolis, Fort Wayne, and Evansville remain far below what buyers would pay in many parts of the country. Utilities and transportation costs are also relatively low, helping families keep monthly expenses under control. Indiana's strong manufacturing sector and central location have helped create a stable economy while maintaining affordability. Number 9. Tennessee. Cost of Living Index, 90.1. Tennessee continues to attract new residents from across the country, and affordability is a major reason why. While Nashville has become more expensive over the last decade, much of the rest of the state remains surprisingly affordable. Housing costs outside the state's largest cities are still well below the national average, and Tennessee's lack of a state income tax can help residents keep more of their earnings. Combined with a growing job market and mild climate, Tennessee remains one of the South's best values. Number 8. Arkansas. Cost of Living Index, 90.1. Tied with Tennessee is Arkansas. Housing is one of the biggest reasons Arkansas consistently ranks among America's most affordable states. In many communities, home prices remain less than half of what buyers might encounter in high-cost coastal markets. Groceries, healthcare, and utilities also tend to come in below national averages. Cities like Little Rock, Fayetteville, and Fort Smith offer a lower cost of living while still providing access to jobs, education, and entertainment. Number 7. Iowa. Cost of Living Index, 89.8. Iowa earns the 7th spot on our list. Known for its strong agricultural economy and high quality of life, Iowa combines affordability with stability. Housing costs remain low across most of the state, and residents often benefit from shorter commutes and lower transportation expenses. The state also performs well in healthcare access and public services, making it particularly attractive for families and retirees looking to maximize their budgets. Number 6. Missouri. Cost of Living Index, 88.9. Missouri ranks 6th with living costs more than 11% below the national average. Affordable housing is once again the biggest factor, especially in smaller cities and rural areas. But Missouri also benefits from relatively low utility bills and transportation costs. Whether you're looking at Kansas City, St. Louis, Springfield, or Columbia, Missouri offers a wide variety of affordable living options compared to many other states. Number 5. Kansas. Cost of Living Index, 88.4. Kansas breaks into the top 5. The state's low housing costs are among the best in the country, making home ownership accessible for many families. Property prices and rents remain reasonable even in larger cities like Wichita and Topeka. Kansas also enjoys relatively low costs for groceries and transportation, helping residents save money across multiple categories rather than just housing alone. Number 4. Alabama. Cost of Living Index, 88.1. Coming in at number 4 is Alabama. Housing costs throughout much of Alabama remain among the lowest in the nation, and everyday expenses such as utilities and healthcare also help keep overall costs down. Cities like Huntsville have experienced significant economic growth in recent years while still maintaining affordability compared to similar technology and aerospace hubs elsewhere in the country. Number 3. West Virginia. Cost of Living Index, 88.0. West Virginia takes the 3rd spot. The Mountain State has long been known for some of the lowest housing prices in America. In many areas, buyers can still find homes at prices that seem almost impossible in larger metropolitan markets. Beyond housing, residents benefit from lower than average costs for utilities and healthcare. For retirees and remote workers seeking affordability and scenic surroundings, West Virginia continues to stand out. Number 2, Mississippi. Cost of Living Index, 86.0. Mississippi comes in as the second most affordable state in America. Living costs here are roughly 14% below the national average, with housing leading the way. Rent, home prices, and property costs remain exceptionally low compared to most other states. Residents also enjoy relatively inexpensive groceries, transportation, and healthcare expenses, making Mississippi one of the most budget-friendly places to live overall. Number 1, Oklahoma. Cost of Living Index, 84.7. And the most affordable state in America for 2026 is Oklahoma. With a cost of living score nearly 15% below the national average, Oklahoma takes the top spot. Housing is the biggest contributor to its ranking. Home prices and rents remain remarkably affordable across much of the state, including major cities like Oklahoma City and Tulsa. At the same time, residents benefit from below-average transportation, utility, and grocery costs. Combined with a growing economy and expanding job opportunities, Oklahoma delivers one of the strongest affordability advantages in the entire country. There you have it, the 10 states with the lowest cost of living in America for 2026. As housing costs continue to be one of the biggest expenses for American families, these states stand out for offering some of the strongest affordability advantages in the country. Which of these states surprised you the most? And if you could move to any one of them tomorrow, which would you choose? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoy data-driven housing, relocation, and cost of living content, be sure to follow the Housing Brief for more rankings, market insights, and housing trends from across the United States. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.